Hey everyone. Welcome to our action hour. My name is Lisa Fote and I am coming to you from rainy Florida. We have not had rain in like almost a month, so my garden is excited to see some rain. So I am super excited to be here with you guys today. I'm going to walk you through an action hour. And so what that means is we're going to actually do some work. So I want to share with you guys my process for inviting and my process for working and my process for launching a new program. I know there's a lot of new coaches in this group and I want to spend some time sharing with you how I am planning to effectively launch Morning Meltdown 100 by utilizing our Success System tracker here. Success Club system is a great tool for you to use in your businesses to make sure that you are taking action every day. So if you're not already using it, please pull it up. You can find it in your back office. You can find it in this page. Your upline coach probably has one. So make sure you're using it and checking off the daily behaviors. Make sure you are connecting and inviting and following up every single day. There's even time frames on here for you to use for your business too. So what I want to do for you guys today is just share my process first. And then we're going to take about 20 minutes to actually work together. So I'm going to just show you what messages I'm actually sending, and I'll flip the camera around a little bit. And then I'll take the last, 10 to 15 minutes to answer any questions that you guys have as well. So I am a pen and paper girl, and this has been the way that I've ran my business for 4 years. And we do have an elite team, and our team just hit elite this last year, but I'm proud to say that I've only ever used paper and pen to track my business for 4 years. So slap my hand if you want, but it's worked for me. So I'm going to share with you kind of what my strategy is, what the method to my madness is. I have already worked my power hour today, but I just created an info group. And so what I like to do whenever we have a new program or a new product is to create a Facebook group that is an informational group. And so, hey, Andrea. So what I do with that is I really want to promote it as a free group where people can come, where they can get information, where they can see the sizzle video, where they can obtain information about the program, who it's for, what it's about, why I would do it. And then since Beachbody always gives us an opportunity to try the workouts out for free, there's always a sample workout. It also gives us an opportunity to create a Zoom workout, a free workout that we're going to be doing together. And so that's the way I set up this info group. I invite my team invites their customers, they invite their coaches, and we run it as a free group clear up until July 29th in our case. And so on July 29th, what we will do is do a swoop and remove those members who have not purchased their accessories bundle or challenge pack or completion pack. And then we can do another swoop of invitations when we start the second round. That's just typically how it's worked in the past. We did it this way with 80 Day Obsession. We did it with Lift 4, and again with Transform 20. So I'm going to follow suit and do it again for Morning Meltdown 100. Now, Beachbody is great because they do provide us with these pre-commitment forms. And so you can go ahead and start talking to people now. So this is what I'm going to do today is I'm going to reach out to my loyal customers and coaches, and I am going to plant the seed in their ear of, hey, I'm super excited. We're launching a brand new program. I want to share the information with you. Here's the link to the new informational group. Let's do this or whatever. I'll walk you guys through that here in just a second. But I want to share my process. And so what I do, and you guys are going to probably laugh at me, but I use my pre-commitment tracker to then transfer onto these large poster boards. And I use them in my social media, and it creates a little bit of FOMO because people want what's new. They want to try a new program. They wonder what you're talking about. They wonder who all of these names are on this list and why their name isn't on it. And so I started this with 80 Day Obsession, guys. And for those of you who are new, 80 Day Obsession launched in January of 2018. And I used this poster board, and I was able to sell 45 challenge packs. And I was tracking that. And then these people became kind of my lifers. Some of them are still coaching. Some of them are active working coaches. Some of them are discount coaches. Some of them are customers, and some of them are long gone. But it's okay. So every time I start to launch a new program, I always go back to these lists. So those were my 80-day obsession people, the people who were willing to trust me to commit to 80-day obsession for 80 days, right? And so now I have also created my Lift 4. And when I created my Lift 4 poster board, I wanted to change 100 lives. And so I was able to sell 95 Lift 4 programs. And I use this poster board to really motivate myself week by week. I also use it in my social media to gain new customers. I create lists within my stories. And that's how I bring new people in. And then also, again, same for Transform 20, right? So I'm utilizing this poster board in a way to attract new people, to create FOMO. And obviously, I can use my pre-order commitment forms so that I know once the program launches who I'm going to be reaching out to and what I'm going to be saying. So today, what I'm going to do is start the conversation, because we are 2 weeks out from launch, guys. And what you don't want to do is wait until July 1st to start the conversations. So since we are 2 weeks out, I am going to send messages today that I will share with you guys to my current customers and coaches, all right? And then next week, what I'm going to do is drop the link and the sizzle video, which can be found in your back office, to the Morning Meltdown 100 program in my challenge groups, because I want my challenge groups to see what's coming up and to get excited and create excitement in the groups, because maybe I've sent them a message, maybe they scrolled right past it because they were busy, but now I'm posting it again in my challenge groups. And then starting next week, I'm really gonna start jabbing about our new program and hit all the bells and whistles of our new program, guys. And if you have not gone into your back office yet to print out, hold on, I'm looking for some paper. Hold on. If you guys have not gone into your back office yet to print out the product training guide, do it today, because the last thing you want to do is be behind the ball when this program launches and the people you're talking to are signing up with other coaches, guys. So take the time to understand the program and educate yourself. Then start using those phrases when you're posting and creating content on social media. So, using the phrase start every day strong, right? Focus on it being a high energy, fast paced fitness program that you're committing to. Talk about that 100. Utilize that 100 number. Talk about working out first thing in the morning. Do some surveys, do some polls, do some engagement questions. Are you someone who works out first thing in the morning or in the evening? Get people to respond to your social media so you are creating some engagement. Then you can reach out to those people. Obviously the people who are saying morning, awesome, this program's going to be perfect for them. But then you could also use it as an opportunity to reach out to the people who are commenting that they work out after work and say, what if there was a program that you could do from home in 20 to 30 minutes per day before you go to work? Would you be willing to try it out? Or would you be willing to try this sample workout? Join my info group and learn more about this brand new program. So utilizing an info group to, number one, expose people to the product training guide. What is this program? Who is it for? What makes it unique? Who is Jericho? And then you can utilize the sizzle video, and you can utilize the free workout. And then you can create a calendar, or hopefully we'll have a prep calendar of some sort to use, because in case you didn't know, you're going to get access to like 10 of the workouts if you sign up as a coach between July 1st and July 15th. So now you have workouts that you can be sharing and doing in the info group with your coaches to create more FOMO for customers to pull the trigger and get ready to start and purchase on July 15th. So what you want to do is just create about a month's worth of momentum leading up to this launch, guys. I'm starting now. I'm starting today. So technically, we're not even doing the program until July 29th. So what are we, 6 weeks away? But I'm starting this week to talk to my lifers, to talk to my customers, my coaches, and then start dropping it in the challenge group. Then start posting in that info group, looking for the results that the people in the test group have had, using those, using things from the product training guide, creating that hybrid calendar, doing that together, dropping in sample meal plans so that people are accustomed to what Beachbody programs are and they get excited about them. All right. So we have so many tools and resources, guys. Please do yourself a favor. If you haven't already, start educating yourself today on the program and what it is and why you would do it. Print out those pre-order forms. I know some of you guys are new coaches, so you may not have a ton of customers or discount coaches that you reach out to, but you can start jabbing all day long. You can start creating some sample engagement questions like the one I asked you. Do you work out in the AM or PM? And boom, 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 boom. You have 100 people maybe that respond and you can reach out to those people. Do you work out to music? Yes or no? This is a program that's been designed to work out with a DJ. So you can ask that question. How long do you typically work out? These are all simple questions that really just bring some engagement to your page, whether that be Instagram, whether that be Facebook. You can utilize both, and hopefully you do. All right. So utilize the tools that we have, and you can have some success in your business. So are we ready to get to work? I hope so. So what I'm going to do is pull up my Lift 4 poster board. And the reason why I'm choosing to go back to Lift 4 is because these are all the people who joined me last summer when we launched Lift 4. And so if they joined me last summer, chances are they're either still with me because it's only been a year and their BOD is about to expire. Perfect opportunity to introduce a new program. Or they were ready to make a change last summer. So let's hit those same people up first and share with them what we have coming and really generate some excitement around it. Okay. So I've been talking for like 12 minutes. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start working, and I encourage you guys to start working too. So I am just starting a blank slate right here. I'm trying to put this in a place where I can see it. And I'm just going to get to work, and I'm going to flip this around so you guys can see it. And yes, a message like this is definitely going to be something that you copy and paste, but this is just to get the ball rolling. And what I really like to use info groups for too is once you get people kind of in them, then you reach back out to those people and, obviously you're sharing with them what the packages are, whether it's a challenge pack or a completion pack. Maybe they have BOD about to expire. Maybe they just purchased a challenge pack in June and now they're going to get a promo code to use. So you've got so many different types of people that you can reach out to regarding this program. So I'm going to send my first message here. And obviously you're not going to want to say exactly what I say because I talk differently than you do. So please make sure you modify my invite, to suit yourself. So hold on one second. I'm going to pull up Facebook twice so that I can copy and paste the link to my info group that I just created. And let me show you guys that as well. All right. So, and I will come back and answer questions at the end, but we really want this to be an action hour. We really want you guys to have your laptop open or your phone open and really start working. So let's work together. And I'm super hot. I need some water. My mom took my kids to Chick-fil-A, so my house would be quiet. They're also at summer camp this week, which is amazing. I can get so much more work done. Okay, so quickly, let me show you a couple things. Number one, here is my info group. So here's the info group I created. It's called Start Every Day Strong, so that I'm not using, and please don't use mine because then, or maybe you already have, but if not, don't create it with the same name because then I'll get a lot of your people and you'll get a lot of my people, right? So just found this great picture that I'm using coming soon. It's a picture of Jericho and one of her signature moves. And then what I did is as the announcement of the group, I used the Beachbody Sizzle video. So this is that 1 minute video. And then I'm telling people to comment done once they've watched the video. But that's it. That's all I have in the group because I literally just created it yesterday. But at least I have a place. So here we go. I'm going to copy this link and I'm gonna go back up to my messenger and I'm gonna flip you guys back around to me and I'm gonna type and then I'm gonna show you again exactly what I'm sending. So remember, at this point, I'm just reaching out to current customers and current coaches. I'm putting a bug in their ear and I want to create FOMO. I want to create excitement. So I say, hey lady, that's kind of my thing. Obviously you can use the person's name, whatever you want to do, but this is just gonna be a general message to my, I call them my VIP customers. All right. I am super excited to share our brand new program. All right, so lots of exclamation points. And usually I use my phone just to kind of create that first message so I can use some emojis, but I'm using my laptop right now, so I can't really create all the emojis and all the excitement that I really want to. But guess what? We're gonna get the messages out because this is Action Hour. So hey lady, I'm super excited to share our brand new program with you. It's called Morning Meltdown 100. All right, then guess what I'm gonna do? Pull out my product training guide and type just a brief little sentence of what it's about. It's a high energy, fast paced and fierce, I like that word, fitness program. Fitness program designed to be completed first thing in the morning. And if I was using my phone, I'd probably use a sunshine. All right, so designed to be completed first thing in the morning. The workout, and I'm not gonna say anything about the 100 number yet because although I personally am super excited to commit to 100 workouts, that's gonna come later. So I'm gonna call it what it is, which is Morning Meltdown 100, so they can assume what that means. But I'm not gonna really say, you would be committing to 100 workouts in my very first message. Okay, that can come later. So the workouts are 20 to 30 minutes long. And then I might say, the workouts are 20 to 30 minutes long, featuring a live DJ. This is going to be awesome. Then I'm going to say, click the link below to join my info group. Details will be released there. All right, so let me make sure that everything's spelled correctly, right? Hey lady, I'm super excited to share our brand new program with you. It's called Morning Meltdown 100. It's a high energy, fast paced, and fierce fitness program designed to be completed first thing in the morning. The workouts are 20 to 30 minutes long, featuring a live DJ. This is going to be awesome. Click the link below to join my info group. Details will be released there, right? So now paste my info group. Bam! Want to see it? Oh, dang, it didn't show up the Facebook group. You know how normally when you do it, it shows up like the little group below, right? So there it is. There's my invite, right? And so now what I'm going to do is simply copy and paste that invite. And I just remembered something else that I wanted to say. Since I am reaching out to my discount coaches and customers at this point, I want to say something about them being the first to know since they're one of my VIP customers. So let me see who my next person is. So Dawn, let's get Dawn pulled up over here. Dawn, and you can modify it as you go. Like I always think of things once I hit send. So I'm going to say this time, hey lady, I'm super excited to share our brand new program with you. And then I'm going to say, since you are one of my most loyal customers, I wanted to share with you first. Right? Okay. Now I am going to, bam, send that one. Okay. So same thing, simply I just added, since you are one of my most loyal customers, right? So now I can copy and paste that again. And then I just work my way down my Lift For list. So as you can see, I've got about 95 messages to send, but for the sake of this action hour, we're gonna start work because it's 1:20 and I want us to work together for 20 minutes, okay? So from now until 1:40, I want you to work and I want you to send this message. You can modify it. I don't want you to send it 95 times, but I want you to find maybe 20 people that you can send this to. So 20 minutes, 20 invites. I think that's totally doable, right? Again, so you can utilize some type of copy and paste, or you can just copy the info group link and then just say whatever you need to say to the person, depending on if it is someone who, you know personally, whether it's a customer, whether it's a coach, whatever works for you. I'm not going to obviously copy and paste 1,000 times, but I am going to use this message just to kind of get the ball rolling. So I'm going to stop talking now because that's what I'm supposed to do. And we're going to work for 20 minutes. So are you ready? I'm going to set a timer, guys. This is what I do when I work my business. I have to set a timer because otherwise I'll just get lost in the scroll or I'll forget what I'm doing. Why do I have the countdown on? Timer. All right. Are you guys ready? I wish we could play music. Ready? 20 minutes. Let's do it. And yes, I talk to myself while I work, so sorry about that. Something else I may add in now that I'm thinking about it is, since you're one of my most loyal customers, I wanted to share this with you first. I could also, with this group of people in particular, say, since you committed to Lift For last summer with me, I couldn't help but think about you, especially if it's someone like these people that I'm reaching out to. A lot of them are still in my current challenge groups. They're active on Shakeology or they still have their Beachbody On Demand, but maybe they're not active anymore. So maybe you want to change that script a little bit more to say, since you joined me last summer, or maybe they didn't, maybe you're a new coach and you just started with Transform 20 in January. But, you could say that, we typically launch 2 huge programs every year. And so since you trusted me or you joined me in January, I couldn't help but share this with you. Easy enough, right? All right, so back to work. Ivy. So this woman, she really hasn't been engaged much since we did Lift For. So I'm going to change this one to her. I wanted to share with you first. Since you joined me last summer. Okay. Greg Wilson. And I will come back and answer questions. changing this one. Because she hasn't really been engaged since last summer. Hello. Keep going. Tori, Allison, also, total sidebar, I always keep a list of who my current people are who are expiring in Beachbody On Demand. So I have one of these names coming up next from this Lift 4 list. So now I've lost it. Oh, okay. So this time I'm going to reach out and send kind of the same message, but I'm also going to include and ... It would be perfect timing since your BOD is set to expire next month. Send. All right, so I just kind of modify as I'm working down the list. You know, have they been engaged recently? Do I need to change my wording just a little bit? Maybe they have bought about to expire and I need to change that wording as well. So let's just keep working down that list. Tori, Allison, and Cheryl. How are we doing, guys? Are you sending invites? Are you working? Also, I'd love to know, because I will come back and answer questions, obviously once our hour is over, so I'll come back later on today. But tell me, what do you struggle with the most? Is it the inviting? Is it the follow-up? Is it the consistency? Is it connections? Because I'd really love to know excuse me, what it is that you struggle with the most. And perhaps I can provide some insight on something that's helped me. So if you have something you struggle with, drop it below. Send. Allison and Cheryl. Make sure she's not on my expiration list. Okay. Mandy, Linda, Claudia. So hot in my house. Mandy. Grab some water. And also, hopefully this is a no-brainer, but make sure you have some type of tracking system to know who you're talking to. So when I'm sending my regular invites from my social media posts, the people who are liking and commenting on my posts or responding to a CTA, I definitely track my business. So I'm writing down all of the people that I'm talking to. So those were yesterday's invites. These are today's invites. Those are supposed to be tomorrow's, but I went a little over today, and then I have tomorrow's, and then I have Instagram separately. So I have all of the messages that I'm sending every day or who I'm talking to. And these are new people, not new people, but new invites. So my team and I just did a flash sale last week. So I had a lot of follow-ups to do. We're doing a free BOD week coming up next week. So I have anybody who was in the flash sale got an invite to join our free BOD week. And then anybody who does not participate in the BOD week will get an invite to the Morning Meltdown group, right? So you always should have something to be inviting to, whether it's a new challenge group, whether it's a coaching sneak peek, whether it's a free group. I always have something to invite to. I do run a free 30-day group as well, and it's just something I do that brings people in and gives them a sense of community where they can participate for free. And I've been able to turn some of those people into coaches or customers just because, you know, they like the idea idea of the accountability. So it gives you a group of people to follow up with and share kind of what you're doing daily with 30-minute workouts and following a nutrition plan, instead of just doing like a little tiny 2-minute workout of the day, right? Okay, back to work, Lisa. Claudia, Kate, Jaleesa. Okay, I'm missing a few more messages here. How are we doing on time? 10 more minutes, guys. Jaleesa, Sarah. Oop, I got another Beachbody On Demand person that's about to expire. So I'm going to go in and modify this. And it's perfect timing since your BOD is set to expire next month. Whoops. Oh. My computer doesn't know what BOD is. Let's fix that. That's hilarious. Okay, back to work. Laura, Jennifer, Jill. Bonnie, Julie, Danielle. So still just working through that Lift 4 list. Julie. Huh. I have some names repeated. My number's a little off. Melissa, Danielle, Alicia. Five more minutes, guys. Keep inviting. Kelly D's. Jerry, Sarah. This lady, I'm sending a congrats on your teaching retirement first, because I haven't talked to her for a while. Okay, Jerry, Sarah, Katie, Heather. Mary Christine. Ooh, I got another Beachbody On Demand about to expire. So I'm gonna plug that in here first, and perfect timing with your BOD set to expire next month. Boom. Who else? Christine. Okay. Mindy, Amy. A couple more minutes, guys, and then I'll go back through and try to answer some of your questions. Sheree, Melissa. Okay. Summer, Chelsea. I'm going to send a couple more, and then we're going to talk through a couple more things together. But I'm going to take a drink of water first. And my list is on the ground. That's why I keep looking over there, if you're wondering. Mansell. Elena. Two more. All right, guys. Let me try one more thing. Okay, so send one more. All right, so we've been successfully working for 20 minutes, and I was able to work from my Lift 4 list down to number 80. But remember, some of these people are coaches on my team. So, you know, I mean, in the first 10, 5 of those girls are working coaches on my team. So there are some people I definitely didn't message because we are running this group together, okay? There are also people on that list who have recently just renewed their challenge pack in June because they wanted to take advantage of the 140 Beachbody On Demand All Access package. And so I obviously didn't message them either. But what I did do was work through that list and figure out, you know, who's still working with me? What do I need to say to them? Who hasn't been working with me? How can I re-engage them? And then, you know, especially those people who are on my list for the Beachbody On Demand renewals, I'm going to add something that says perfect timing because your Beachbody On Demand is about to expire. So today I've done my first set of invites for Morning Meltdown 100 with those people who joined me last year for Lift 4. So now moving forward, what I'll probably do later this week, so today's what, Tuesday? So probably on Thursday, I will then grab the Transform 20 list and double check and kind of cross it against there. Were there new people that I need to invite? And same kind of process. Are these people still currently engaged? Are they active on Shakeology? Is their Beachbody On Demand about to expire? And so that's kind of where I start my process for running these launch groups. So I've created this info group, right? It's free. Anybody can join it. It's an info group. Then I take my list of customers who have joined me in the past. I utilize these lists to create that FOMO on social media. And then I start utilizing my pre-order commitment tracker once they say yes. So I already have 2 girls that I know are ready to go on July 1, just because they're both on my July BOD renewal. And so I've already kind of put a bug in their ear that they're expiring in July, but what they need to do is take advantage of this challenge pack promotion so that they can get a full year of BOD in addition to, either take advantage of the deluxe or the Jericho special, or maybe even that mega pack, which I'm super stoked about because I love that Beachbody gave us a pack that also includes a 3-day refresh, that also includes bars. So we can really showcase all of our products for bundled savings. So I'm totally pushing the mega pack. So that's kind of where I start. Every time we do a new launch, I really start with this kind of 10,000 foot view. Who are the people who trust me the most, who are my loyal customers, my loyal coaches, and start there. And I start that process before I really start talking on social media, because now I've kind of generated a little bit of a bug in people's ear. And then what I can do is start jabbing in my social media. So again, once I really start that, which will probably be next week, because I really like to take about 7 to 10 days leading up to the launch to start talking about it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pull out my product training guide, and I'm really going to start talking about what makes this program unique. What is Morning Meltdown 100? And one of my most favorite parts of our product training guide is this little, I thought it was called, the retailing tips. Right? I don't know if you guys have looked at this chart or not, but Beachbody gives us retailing tips. So you can literally create some content on your social media and talk to people who struggle with accountability to work toward their goal. You can do another post if you're looking for a fun, engaging workout for people who need motivation and commitment to stick with it. So you can talk to different groups of people within your social media just by using this product training guide or these retailing tips. So talking to this specific demographic of people and using the explanation that Beachbody has already provided us, right? So definitely take the time, print that out, do your homework, and then design some type of social media strategy. And so again, I'm a little anal, I'm a little bit OCD. I love pen and paper. And so every week I sit down on Saturdays and I plan out my posts for the week. I don't write content, but I need to have an idea of where I am for the week. So what month is it? What season is it? What week is it? What holidays do we have? And that's how I start drafting my posts. And so I'll sit down and I have a business page that I run. And so it just kind of rotates between recipes, workouts, products, coaching sneak peeks, invitations to challenge groups. And then I sit down and plan out about 2 posts per day for my Facebook. And then usually one of those posts goes to my Instagram. I'm posting about once a day on Instagram. But what I'm really talking about this week, my team and I are promoting our free week of Beachbody On Demand. We're bringing in new people, creating free accounts. We've set up a calendar, both for people who are beginners, for people who are intermediates, and for people who are advanced. And they're going to join our group, and we're going to show them how to access all of the tools. And then the goal is to move them into a challenge pack to get them to try the Morning Meltdown 100 workout with us live on July the 1st. And maybe if that's not the program for them, then we take the time, make a recommendation for them to move on to something else. Start with a challenge pack, work your way backwards, and get them into something. If they're trying Beachbody On Demand, then they need to find a program that fits their lifestyle and fits their fitness level. And we have the tools to make that recommendation for them, But I personally always take advantage of a launch every single time, no matter if it's a program, no matter if it's a product, whatever it is, I'm going to take advantage of it because that is an opportunity for you to not only impact more lives and to bring on new customers, but also to bring on new coaches, to get people some really great results so that they can start sharing. So maybe they become advocates for Beachbody and our programs and our products. So taking advantages of a launch, you guys, please don't sit back and just let it pass you by. This is your opportunity to generate volume, to generate sales, to bring in new coaches, to get people amazing results and really take your business to that next level. I can't tell you how many times that every time I do this kind of same process for every single launch, and it's always my highest success club months, right? It's always the months where my coaches are hitting their highest success club numbers because I'm leading from the front and I'm trying to show them, if you maximize a launch and the products and tools that we've been given, you can have a successful launch, right? And so that's kind of my process. Now, starting next week, I start with my social media. I start jabbing. I start dropping the link to my group. I start talking about it in my stories. And I get people to join that info group because I want people over the course of the next few weeks to keep joining. And then once the program actually launches, that's when I reach out to all of these people again who are already my discount coaches and get them to commit, whether it's the accessory bundle, whether it's digital streaming, whether it's a completion pack. Again, I'm always talking about the savings that they get by bundling things together. But maybe it's just not in their budget this month, Then I go back and reach out to the people who purchased in June because now we have promo codes. So now I have an opportunity to say, hey, did you get your promo code email? Because guess what? You have an opportunity to save $20 on an accessory bundle or $10 on your digital streaming package. So there's always something to be talking to people about, especially if there's a new launch, right? So you have so many different groups of people. You have people who are watching your stories. You have people who are liking and commenting on your posts. You have current customers. You have current coaches, friends, family, neighbors. Maybe you're a brand new coach and you just got signed up. You know what I would do is I would announce I was a coach. I would announce I'm super excited to get into this brand new program that hasn't even been released yet. Get people excited and get them to commit to what you're doing. You're looking for some accountability partners. You're looking for 10 women or men who want to do this with you and get some really kick results this summer, So you've just... It's kind of a mindset thing. You've got to amp yourself up. You've got to get excited about our programs and our products yourself. Otherwise, when you're messaging people, it's not going to come across. And so that's what I always try to create is that excitement factor, that FOMO. I want people to see how much fun I'm having working out from home rather than driving to the gym and putting my kids in daycare. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just doesn't fit my lifestyle. And then I can get an effective workout in 20 to 30 minutes per day from home. I still eat carbs and I get to, build a business while doing this simultaneously. So that's where I really wanted to go with that. I probably got off on a tangent. So we have about 10 minutes left. So I'd love to, let me actually pull up the champions page on my desktop right now and see if I can scroll through the actual questions. Of course, I've got people that are responding to these messages and I'm just going to have to put it down for now. And that's one tip that I will give you too is when I work my business, I do work as a full-time coach now. The first 2 years of my business, I worked part-time about 1 to 2 hours per day while I was a dean of a college. And now I work about 3, maybe 4 hours a day. I would say no more than 20 hours per week, but I do manage a team at this point as well. In addition to managing my own business. And my own business always comes first because I'm never going to let my foot off the gas as far as bringing in new customers and, sharing this gift that we have, sharing the gift that allowed me to lose 15 pounds of post-baby weight, sharing the gift that allowed me to leave my corporate job after 15 years. So whatever the story is that I'm telling that day, I'm not going to stop sharing it and I'm not going to stop working on my own business first. So let's go through some of these. I've got 10 minutes exactly. Let me get a drink of water. It's hot in here again. It stopped raining. Let's go through some messages. Okay, how long have you been coaching? 4 years. You're so right. It's mindset. Got to get everyone excited. How do you invite people to try BOD for free? How do we set them up? So as far as BOD for free, they can go in and create an account. They just need your coach ID number. So I just created a little script that basically is a step-by-step. So if you were to log out of BOD and go to it as a brand new customer, just type out the steps of how you got there and what that person would need to do. So that's what I did. But yeah, we're just setting up a free week of bod, and we created a little calendar, and we really just want to expose people. I think part of this business too, that I get away from, I know sometimes too, is the value. You know, you can't always be asking for people to buy something, you know, give them something for free. And I think that, you know, I do a lot of live videos. I do cooking videos. My kids are in them. It's a hot mess. But that's life. And those are my posts. I'm real and I'm vulnerable. When I've overeaten over the weekend, like this past weekend, first thing I did Monday morning was take a selfie of myself 6 pounds up in my full length mirror and show everybody my bloated belly. You know, like that's what people want to see. They want to see you. They want to see that you're relatable. They don't want to see this like fake highlight reel, right? Let's go back to some more questions or some more comments here. Okay. I can't see all of the comments, guys, for some reason. Okay. What else? Oh, hey, Madeline. Madeline, I owe you a video. Sorry. It's been so crazy. All right. I don't really see, it says I have 25 comments, but I can't see them all. I can only see 5 comments right now. So I'm really, really sorry, guys. Let me see if I can scroll through some of these. Oh, there we go. Woo! Oh, some of my coaches are on. Hey, sister. Hi. Hi. Okay. So these are all just hey girls. Okay. Okay, copy and paste gets me blocked. Do you use text replacement? So I just don't send a ton. Like I'm not going to copy and paste 100 messages. I may do 20 or 30 at a time and then not do it again for another day or two. And so far, knock on wood, I've been good. But again, sometimes I will jump in with something that's a little bit different depending on my relationship with that person, depending on if they're still engaged or maybe they're not. Maybe they are a customer versus a coach. So I'm going to add something kind of unique if I find myself copying and pasting the same message over and over again, just to avoid that, right? Copy and paste. I already read that. Hey, Alyssa. What do you recommend sending to people as a brand new coach? So as a brand new coach, honestly, what I would do is, and I'm not sure if you've done your coming out post yet or not, just announcing that like, hey, I took this leap of faith. I'm now a coach. But what I would say is, one second, I'm pulling something up. So what I teach my coaches to do is, you know, if they don't have a transformation story, maybe they signed up for the business opportunity, it's just to take a really great picture of themselves and then just say, hey, I did something crazy. I signed up to be a health and fitness coach. I need some change in my life. I want some accountability. I'm starting a new workout program and I cannot wait to share my results with you. So you're getting ready to commit to something. I'd love for a few of my friends to join me on this journey and help hold me accountable, right? So drop an emoji below or whatever you want to say to get the details. All right. So doing some type of coming out post, doing those engagement posts, like just to get people to respond to your social media, yes or no questions, you know, multiple choice questions, things like that. They always bring a ton of engagement. Do you work out first thing in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening, however you want to word that. But keep it short and simple, you know, use a funny background color, use some emojis. And then once you start reaching out to people, you know, look at who's liking, who's commenting, who's watching your stories. And then again, get that excitement created through, sometimes I send voice messages because I am a very excited person, as you can tell. And so sometimes I feel like I need to send a voice message, and I do. But then once you have some people who are engaging with your social media, if you're a brand new coach and just kind of getting started with your posting, then you can reach out and say, hey, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for commenting on my post, or thank you so much for the love on my post. Your support really means a lot to me, but I want to share something with you and I want you to do this with me. And then you can say, I committed to starting a fitness boot camp online starting July 1st. And you don't have to put like a deadline or a date on there. You don't have to say that it's 100 days. You can just say, I committed to starting a fitness online boot camp on July the 1st. I think we should keep each other accountable and do it together. Would you be open to looking at the details and possibly doing this with me? ? So typically when I'm talking to new people, I always end with a question mark. It's usually 3 to 4 sentences. It's usually a, hey, Lisa, thank you so much for the love of my post, or thank you for commenting on my post. I can't wait to share this with you. I am so excited. I committed to doing this thing and it starts on this date and I think we should do it together. Would you be open to looking at the details and possibly doing it with me? ? So that's what I would say to someone who maybe you're a brand new coach and maybe you don't have a ton of followers yet. And maybe you're still trying to grow your business and, get new followers and get, new friends and whatever. But that's what I would do. I would just keep it super simple. Don't dive into the details until you really get that conversation going. Or create that info group where you're sharing all of the info in there, where you're sharing the sizzle videos so they can see what the workout's like. You're sharing transformation posts from our test group that Beachbody provides us. You're sharing, parts of the product training guide. So you don't have to do a ton of behind the scenes work. You can just keep it super simple and say, I committed to this thing. It starts on this day. Would you be open to hearing the details? Yes, because you want them to say yes. And once they start saying yes, then perfect. Here's the link for you to join my free info group. Can't wait to share the details as they become available or whatever you want to say. And then you have an opportunity to check in with them. Hey girl, did you see we're doing a live workout together on July 1st? Love for you to join. It's at 6 a.m. EST or 6 p.m. EST. Make sure you click the link to join. Free workout. Then a week later, hey girl, didn't know if you have had an opportunity to check out the info group, but we are now live with our packs and I wanted to share with you what the options were. So you always have an opportunity with the launch to reach out because the first 15 days are only open to coaches. So you go to your current coaches or maybe you want to sign people up as coaches. And then maybe if those people don't sign up in the first 15 days, you reach back out to them after the 15th and now they have the opportunity to sign up as a customer. Maybe they gave you some hesitation about signing up as a coach just because they weren't informed. And you could say, hey, I know we were talking about the new program and I know you were a little hesitant about signing as a coach. However, I now have the opportunity to offer you our new program as a customer. So you'd be looking to make a one-time purchase. And I don't always say that, but sometimes it comes down to that, to people knowing and understanding that they're not obligated to purchase anything later. Now, of course, I am going to eventually convert that customer to a discount coach because they're going to fall in love with the programs and fall in love with the products, right? So that's just kind of my method and how I work. We are running short on time, guys. So I'm hot. Oh, thanks, Kristen. Finding new people to invite each day. I do 15 new invites daily from new people liking. Yeah, and so Jess, I'll talk about this one last topic and then I probably need to get off here because it's 1:58. Finding new people, I don't know if you're talking about Instagram or Facebook or maybe both, but, really with Instagram especially, just finding, using relevant hashtags. And what's been working for me is finding local businesses. And so I can't even tell you how many new followers I have started following myself and people have followed me back because I'm local, because they see me at the places they're going. They know and recognize where I'm headed. And so I will search for like our community page, or I will search for a local restaurant. And I will just start following some people who kind of look like me. Maybe they have two boys like me. Maybe they're 40 years old like me. I kind of look for those similarities, and I've had a lot of success looking at local restaurants, looking at local boutiques, just local events that are happening kind of around town, local businesses. And I found a lot of people that are also local. Not that I'm saying you have to do that to grow your business, but it definitely helps kind of with that trust factor, especially on Instagram, because these are a lot of just random people that you don't know, right? And as far as Facebook goes, I definitely go into the suggested friends list. I look at my friends and their friends and look for people who may have similarities to me. Do they like to work out? Do they like Starbucks? Do they like to drink margaritas? Do they have two boys? Are they near 40? Looking for those similarities. And if they send me a message saying, hey, I don't know you, why'd you send me a message? Just be like, hey, I saw you were friends with so-and-so and it looked like we had a lot in common. So I'm always looking to connect with other women. Simple, easy. If they don't accept it, oh well, move on. So I'm wrapping up, guys, because guess who's home from Chick-fil-A? My kids and my mother, you guys, it's 1:59 and she pulled up. I told her she couldn't come in the house until 2 o'clock. How great is she here at 1:59? So I will go back at some point later today and answer any more questions if you guys have them. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this action hour. Get to work, guys. Use the resources that we have because they are only here to help you. And I hope that you all have a most successful Morning Meltdown 100 launch. We'll see you guys soon.